Hello guys, my name is Jaden West, and this is going to be my speech of tribute for Com 225. So for this speech, it might be a little bit hard for some of us as we are talking about somebody who we love dearly and lost. But for this speech of tribute, I will be talking about my Uncle Cliff, who passed away when I was just 12 years old. My Uncle Cliff was my best friend. He was my uncle and just a great family man in general. He impacted my life tremendously, even at a young age of 4 through 12, because that's the time that I had spent with him, was from 4 years old to 12 years old, because when he passed, I was 12. He was the perfect uncle, just the typical big, fun-loving, spoiling his family type uncle. So my purpose of the speech is just to pay tribute to my lost uncle. His name was Clifford Dammer, and explained all to you who he truly was and why he was such a great uncle, man, husband, and family man. I hope at the end of this speech you will all know who he was and hopefully get a good sense of how amazing he truly was. And maybe you can kind of see where I'm coming from. In this speech, I will be telling you the characteristics of my uncle, his accomplishments in his life, his lasting impact he had on my life, and my overall experience with my Uncle Cliff. One thing I hope that everybody can just take away from this speech is to just hold your loved ones close. Don't waste your time, and just make sure to spend time with them now, because you never know when their time is going to come. You don't know when your time is going to come. So just make memories, laugh, enjoy the little things in life with family and friends. Surround yourself with people you love. At the end of the day, that's all we have. So my uncle was a very big man. He looked very scary, but he was just a big old teddy bear at the end of the day. He loved to fish, work on his truck, play basketball, and take me and my little brother to the playground. He actually had built a super big playground in his backyard attached to a tree, so we had a tree house on top of it. And when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, that's every kid's dream. So that was really cool and really accessible for all of me, my brother, and the neighborhood friends. So even though he was my uncle and almost triple my age at the time, I felt like he was my age. We would play on the playground together, go get ice cream in his Ford truck, go shoot hoops, and even go swimming at the water park that was about 10 minutes east of his house. This man was truly my best friend at the end of the day. I really do miss him. My uncle would never go a day without asking my brother and I what we wanted to do. He wanted to make sure that when we were all hanging out, it was the best time that we ever had. It was never what he wanted to do. It was, hey, Jaden, hey, LJ, what do you guys want to do today? It's your day. He made it feel like it was our birthday every time we hung out with him, and it was great. Some of my best memories growing up are with that man. He was such a personable, loving, and selfless human being, and I'd do anything to spend another day with him. So like I had said, my uncle was a very big man. He was about 6'3", 250 pounds. He looked very, very intimidating, but he was just a huge teddy bear. And at the end of the day, he would not hurt a fly. He was also the most compassionate person that I knew, and he really taught me no matter how old you are, you can still find time to have fun and enjoy the little things that are more important in life than just work and, the grind. So every time I was visiting him, we would go to an ice cream shop that was about 10 minutes from his house. I forgot the name of it, but it's been a while. So the memories he gave me were those I would never forget. So I make sure every time I go visit South Dakota, because that's where he actually grew up and then ended up passing, I always make sure to visit that ice cream shop just for the memories. It brings back a lot of good memories and good times for me. So the reason why my uncle was as loving as he was because he grew up in a very loving home with loving parents and was surrounded by positive energy. Him being raised in this helped mold him into the man that he was. And he also did a really good job at rubbing that off on my brother and me. I think even at almost 21 years old, I had taken a bunch of personality traits and characteristics from my past uncle because I looked up to him as a kid, so I take those in as a child. So he was a great role model, great uncle, great family man, just all around amazing human being. Excuse me. So today I paid tribute to my lost uncle. Like I said, he was my uncle, he was my best friend, and now he's my guardian angel, and I know he's watching me every day. He's always with me, and I know that for a fact. My whole goal for this speech was to just spread the love and positivity that my uncle would have wanted me to. I hope you all took something from this speech and learned to live life, have fun, and love your family. Like I said, I just gave you a little bit of insight about his life, how my uncle was, how compassionate, loving, caring, and how he was just the most humble man. This speech might be hard for some of us, as like I said, we are talking about somebody who has passed away, either a friend or a family. But I hope that we all can push through it. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to my speech of tribute. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys learned something about my Uncle Cliff and maybe took something from it. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next speech. Goodbye.